Hey everybody, my name is Gary.
And I'm Chris.
And this is Frozen Spirits, Drinking in Alaska. Today, we're going to do something that isn't drinking. Instead, we're going to do a little smell and taste identification to just bring more awareness to our palates. 9 different things for us to taste, smell, and kind of go over with you. And so before we get into them, here's what we've got. So I've got caramel. I have got chocolate and toffee, also known as a Heath bar, rum extract, marshmallows, banana extract. I got vanilla frosting. This is apple pie spice, ground cloves, and ground nutmeg. Now, before you ask why I've got apple pie, I know apple pie does not happen in bourbon, but when you taste it, as you'll see, it will make sense in just a minute. So I guess we'll work our way toward you.
Okay.
That way we get the bad stuff last.
Oh, perfect. Not get it out of the way first.
Yeah, no, we're not going to get that out of the way.
All right.
No. So I guess first off, we have these little individually wrapped caramels. And I looked around a couple of times trying to figure out which caramel I wanted to do. And ultimately just decided to do the plain basic because this is, if I went and got the fancy caramels, then you're starting to smell other things. It gets away from the caramel that you're identifying in a bourbon. So, yeah, this smells like caramel in a bourbon.
Chris proof.
Yeah, you can really smell it. Really? Right? That's literally the caramel that we were smelling a minute ago.
Yeah, exactly.
That was
pretty close to the finish I was getting on that one.
Mm-hmm. Next, we've got a little bit of Heath bar, some chocolate and toffee. Now, a lot of times you don't find the toffee and the chocolate in the same drink. You find one or the other.
Mm-hmm.
But we just had one that had both. So we got toffee and caramel on the nose, and then we got chocolate on the finish. So this is an appropriate time, I think, to do this little taste test to see if we can pick those notes up again.
Yeah. Yeah, now that I try it, I see where you were getting the chocolate.
Mm-hmm. He wasn't like slap you in the face with a Hershey's bar, but if you were looking for flavors, it was there.
It was there.
So next, rum extract. So I actually got a lot of questions about why I didn't just bring us a shot of rum, instead of buying rum extract. Well, because most rum is a spiced rum. And if you finish rum, or if you finish bourbon in rum cask, I don't get that spiciness in the bourbon that you get in the rum. I get more of just this flat rum smell and taste. And so here's what I mean. So that smells completely different than the rum that you would buy.
Definitely.
Right? This does not have a spiciness. It's just a sweet,
caramely.
Right. And so for me, if there's any kind of rum flavor to any kind of bourbon, I get just this plain rum, not that spicy rum. Like I just get that, I don't like to use that word smooth, but smooth, right? But it's just that you have to.
Yep.
So next, marshmallow. Marshmallow to me just smells like confectionate sugar that was just pressed using a hydraulic press.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's just what it smells to me like, a bag of confectionate sugar.
Mm-hmm.
Tastes like it too.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm. I love marshmallow.
They're great.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes you'll get a little bit of a marshmallowy smell on the nose with some bourbon, or you'll get it just on the tip of your tongue, in the beginning of the palate. It doesn't finish marshmallow. It always would either start marshmallow. And a lot of times comes from the toasted barrels.
Okay.
Now, me personally, I don't have as much experience with the toasted barrels, but I've watched enough reviews that other people have told me that eventually I'm going to find some. Next is the banana extract. And so the banana extract, to me, smells like a super overripe banana. And it is what I get in bourbon. So I don't get like the bright yellow banana or the slightly green banana. That's never found in bourbon for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's always that over sweet, like this.
Oh, wow.
Right? Doesn't that smell good?
That smells really good. I can sniff on that for a while. No, I like that.
So, yeah, so to me, this is the Old Forester series. Most of their bottles identify with this banana smell to me pretty heavily. And we have the Old Forester 1920 that we'll get into one day, and I'll let you go back and forth with those.
Yeah.
So then the next one is just some good old vanilla frosting. And that stuff's good, but holy sugar. Like,
That's a lot of sugar all at once. But we were getting that flavor
yes. That
on the Welts.
on the Willet.
Mm-hmm.
That is definitely some of that sweetness that we were getting. I'm not as familiar, so I'm not a big cake person and frosting because it's just a little too sweet for me, and I get kind of sugar burned pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
But that was really good, and maybe that's why I couldn't pick out all the flavors, is because I just don't go around eating frosting as much as some other people.
I love frosting.
So I have enough problem with other sweets that I don't need to create a problem with frosting. That my pants really will be getting too big from the britches. So
fun stuff, huh?
now it does. It comes into the exciting fun stuff. So we got the apple pie spice. So I'll let you pick the plate up and smell it. On the nose, you're going to get something that you're not going to get on the palate. So on the nose, it just smells like a damn apple pie.
Yeah, cinnamony, apple.
Like huge amounts of apple in it,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then you get some of the other spices like the cinnamon and stuff, but it's really just heavy apple. And so leave a little on your finger.
This ought to be fun.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All kinds of fun with that one, but no apple. Nothing but baking spices in that, and that is something that you will taste in the bourbons.
Definitely.
Now the nose on it, that you're not going to taste that. You're not going to find. You're not going to find an apple pie when you pop the cork. At least I have never found one, or even heard of anyone finding one. Yep. So the next one is probably the most fun thing we'll do tonight. I'm telling you right now. So,
oh god, that's zingy.
yeah. So this to me smells like sour mint.
Yeah.
Like I can't describe it any better.
Strong.
It's ridiculously strong. So if I had to guess, there's a hint of clove in the apple pie, because I feel like I have already clove in my mouth. So yeah, here we go. Got it on the finger.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Here we go. Oh.
I didn't even want to do that a second time.
That burns a little bit.
I felt part of me die.
Yeah, that's brutal.
That's not good. If I had to drink bourbon and taste like that, I'd just drink water.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. It wouldn't be so bad on the nose or just in, but if it's got a strong clove smell, taste, I think my tongue's numb.
Yeah, it is. It's. Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess while the tongue's numb, I'm going to go ahead and go for the turmeric. Yeah. So nutmeg. Sorry, not turmeric.
Nutmeg.
So nutmeg is our last one. And out of the spices, this is the easiest one to do on the tongue. But maybe it's just because my tongue doesn't work as much. After having done the first two,
Doing it after that one.
I'm still getting. Yeah, like I would rather do the cinnamon challenge than dip my finger in that and do that again.
Yeah, I don't want to do that again.
I've done it twice now. I've done it once by myself, and now I've done it once with you, and that's 2 times too many.
You're good now.
100% forever. Yep. Yep. All right. So nutmeg is the last one. Nutmeg is something that you do run into occasionally. Again, it is not something that's heavily predominant in bourbons, but it does come through occasionally. So there we go.
Give it a whirl.
Ooh. Yeah. But at least it's a different flavor than the first two. Completely.
It's not as burny.
No. No, it tastes a little more muddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you just put a bunch of mud in your mouth.
Yep. I'm remembering what being 3 was like. Mama, mud pie.
Oh, man.
But, so, yeah. That's the 9 flavors that we think that you'll see run into in bourbon. And if nothing else, at least you got to see 2 idiots stand up here and taste it.
But you gotta try it. It's delicious.
So that is that's our episode for the day. My name's Gary.
And I'm Chris.
And this is Frozen Spirits, Drinking in Alaska. Please do like, share, comment, and subscribe. And let us know if you've ever done something like this, or if you're about to do something like this to one of your friends to see what they think. Yeah, and let us know down in the comments. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.